Okay, mic should be on. Everything appears to be fine dandy. Let's get rid of the usual text, which is this and that. There we go. Now friend on board. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Right, we're back for our next game, whatever. It's your turn with Supreme Commander.
Yeah.
Alright. Let me just unmute you and then we'll switch right over and then figure out the audio balancing because... Alright.
Fine.
Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, kind of childhood game, lots of nostalgia, but it's honestly a really, really well RTS and still is a community going on, so
And
not just me.
This is from 2008, was it?
7, according to the text at the bottom of the menu that I just looked for a while.
That's copyright, that doesn't mean shit.
Oh. Then it could be 2008, yeah.
Let's see, Supreme Commander. You can go ahead, by the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Never mind, 2007. I'll shut up. You didn't pick the right.
I need to play the initial. It doesn't automatically happen. Which normally when you start the game.
The world's smallest subtitles.
I think this is an era when subtitles weren't that big of a thing.
Really isn't. This is massive, huge black bar at the bottom of the screen for no fucking reason. It's not even aligned either. There's a gap at the very bottom of it.
Yeah.
Planets were colonized. Governed by the Earth Empire, humanity entered a golden age of peace.
Thankfully, due to the nature of the UI we have for the stream, you can't see that little slip at the bottom of the black bar.
Brain was successfully joined with an artificial intelligence by Dr. Gustav Brackman.
He was funded by Elon Musk.
Elon Musk? No.
He actually is legit doing that. I hope the guy who had that implanted in him is doing just fine.
The symbionts demanded independence.
Emphasis is a programmer's sensibility. Don't get a computer inside your brain. It's a bad idea.
I'm assuming the chip is basically just an interface, I'm guessing. That's as much as I'm thinking it's going to be.
Tech malfunctions, and I don't want it to malfunction inside me.
An alien race called the Seraphim was discovered by human colonists. The Seraphim introduced the settlers to something called the Way.
This is the way.
But despite those peaceful overtures,
Yeah.
the aliens were attacked
Yeah.
by xenophobic soldiers.
This is the way.
Soon, the Seraphim were no more. The Aeon Illuminate formed from the ashes. They would spread the way and cleanse the galaxy.
Glorious pre-rendered CGI.
I see this cutscene blew my mind as a kid, and it's like, it's still nice to just introduce.
Yeah, 2007, this is pretty peak.
From the ruins rose the United Earth Federation. An old idea made new. Unite the galaxy and restore order, no matter the cost.
Oh, okay.
The technology of destruction surged ahead. The armored command unit made killing efficient. An army could be created anywhere at any time. The infinite war has raged for 1,000 years. Billions of lives have been lost. But now the actors are assembled. The final act is about to begin. It is time for the infinite war to end.
It's not really an infinite war if it ends.
It's been going on for 1,000 years. Long enough.
They call it the 1,000-Year War, for fuck's sake. Simple as that.
Then they would have to update it all the time. It's like, well, it's going on for 500 years now. This is the 500-year war.
Why do you think there is legitimately a 100-year war? How do you think that happened?
Yeah, but they called it afterwards. We're still in it. Which, okay, I see a pump. Because now any war should be called Infinity War until it's over, and that also gets confusing.
Either way.
Yeah.
Who are you representing?
I'm playing as the Cyberans because I honestly think it is my infection. Because the thing idea is, yeah, we just want to be free.
Is that so much to ask for? Jeez.
Yeah. Also, it's the only one I haven't done yet because I kind of got hooked on the game a bit.
Wait, so you've done the other two factions, but not this one?
Yeah,
Hmm.
because I was doing this one for the stream.
Okay, fair enough. Is there like a, I guess, a unlockable fourth faction, like the true story type thing, or is that not a thing?
No, there's a fourth one in the expansion.
Oh, okay, DLC. Lovely. I'm assuming that is pre-built in on the Steam release by now, right?
No, it's still separate, but it's not
Alright.
a DLC, it's an extension. Like, it's pretty much.
Oh, like
almost
a separate game, technically?
Yeah, I think you actually don't even need the base game. Yeah.
It's kind of like Spore, because Spore has like extensions, I guess. They're weird. Very old era games where they didn't understand the concept of DLC quite right.
Yeah.
The Aeon consider us abominations. If the UEF lose, the Aeon will turn on us and kill every symbiont in the galaxy.
We have survived for the past 1,000 years by hiding. Oh, yes. Today, that changes. Strategy, my boy. Strategy must be employed. You are now the tip of our spear.
Placing a lot of responsibility on me, it's my first day.
It's my first day!
The commander is due to load in 2 minutes.
Forgive me, I do ramble. Be safe, my boy. Be safe.
Alright, now that bastard's gone, we can actually take over.
Also, everything is just better with giant mechs.
Does he need to be at a giant mech just to command them?
Yeah, like it's a bitch over long distances. Yes, that's the reason.
I am Elite Commander Dostja.
It would have made more sense if you like plugged them into like a satellite or something like that. That would make more sense to me. I guess it's not as cool.
Yeah.
There is a large symbiont
But
population
here's the
on
thing, if you could pilot a giant mech by yourself while being in it, would you say no to that?
Depends on the circumstance. You can still have the giant robot thing, just like have it in a satellite. That way you can just have it as like an escape probe or desperation type thing, whatever. I'm coming up with concepts that will never happen.
Our brothers and sisters will be free and ready to evacuate. Unfortunately, the Aeon have also set their sights on Theban 2 and have launched an offensive against
See, the
local
world's
UEF
smallest subtitles. Have fun trying to read any of this.
UEF armies in our sector in order to free the symbiote.
It looks fine on my screen, but that one's also bigger and...
I mean,
yeah,
I'm okay. I do have the dual monitors. What the screen I'm capturing off of is what you are seeing right now, Timer. Even then, the subtitles are small.
yeah.
And I'm just trying to think, like, yes, the glory days on lower resolution monitors at this era. The 1080p wasn't quite there yet in 2007, was it?
And it does support 1080 when I did it in
A genius. He
to
just thinks a little
50
sideways.
something.
We get in there. Dostja
During this era, it would have been 720p guaranteed. Fuck, how are you supposed to read any of this?
As I noticed the subtitle, but even if there's no subtitle.
It did that with the cutscenes as well.
Yeah. But yeah, high resolution just didn't really work. I was like, okay, I guess 1080p it is.
And here you are.
Nope, that's not me yet.
Well, you know, it's the gameplay part.
the new commander.
So why does she already have an experimental unit? Why do I not get this?
Construct a few power generators and mass extractors.
Yeah.
You must construct additional pylons.
Pretty much. So you have your two resources, mass and energy, and mass can only be obtained by these points. You have the extractors. I mean, not only but it's the best way to do it.
Manage your resources, do it well, and make sure you have enough to back up for the next wave. I don't play these types of games, but I understand the principle.
Pretty much. And think where we're going to put your factories a bit.
How far in
Not
can you
like
zoom
me.
in?
Actually, really detailed, and
Yeah.
like the attention to detail in this game is insane. Like you can actually see projectile fired by your armies. You can also zoom out really far when the map isn't as small as it is right now.
I was gonna say, it's like, this is a really small map in this perspective.
Yeah,
Good. Now build an
Oh, you need to... Okay, that makes sense. You need to expand your base to see more of the area.
I mean, this is just because story in like the multiplayer, you pretty much just have the entire map and fog of war and everything going on. But yeah,
Sure, if I asked of this. Have you ever played Civilization?
yeah, I have a bit. I played it over like a weekend, and I got. I think I was Civ 5 at this point.
I know we both have 5 and 6. No expansions, mind you, but I know we both
Yeah.
have it.
But yeah, I played this when it was like my final year at school, and I pretty much spent the entire weekend playing it and realized, okay, I joined it, but it isn't like I have fun. Fun, it's just like, okay, I just want to keep going.
at your air factory.
Did you do it single player or with others?
Yeah, single player.
I think it's a better experience with multiplayer, so that the other factions actually have brains.
Yeah, probably, but I also kind of just play these games a bit to relax. So even for something like this, and I'm not good at real-time strategy games because I don't really play them, but
Be fair, Civilization is more turn-based.
it's turn-based, yeah.
I mean, it can be real time, but it's not.
Yeah. But this is like, oh, this is stressful when you play against people who actually know what they're doing.
Oh yeah.
So I just like to play against bots and not really have to think much about stuff.
And we're on easy mode, so, you know, strategy
Yeah.
be damned.
Which also did to just save time for the most part.
Do you have save states in this?
Yeah, you can save.
Whole lot of nothing.
So yeah, just pretty much have 3 types of factories, so land, air, and naval units. And then you can also build like engineers who help out and can also construct buildings. And you can also like support their factories and so on.
That's it. So you must have heard of a game called Factorio? I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, I have.
You have any interest in that one?
I probably would, but then it's also like, oh god, time sink.
Oh, it is, from what I've seen. It's like... that's the thing. My closest connection to that type of gameplay style is literally modded Minecraft. That's what it becomes after a certain point when you play Minecraft. It's
like
what
just
Factorio is.
Yeah, pure optimization, right?
Pretty much. Which, there is an appeal to it, especially in a 3D space, with how Minecraft mods do it. I've seen games that try to do it in the 3D space, but they just don't look as good presentation-wise, if that makes any sense. But yeah, these things are massive time sinks.
Yeah, which also to be fair, this game also is because like even against like playing bots, game can easily take up like 40 minutes, an hour, depending on how slow you want to take it.
It gets to a certain point where it's just like, playing video games takes up your time. How about that?
Yeah.
Strange concept.
Yeah, nobody could have predicted this, could they? And yeah, I mean, this is also like the first tutorial mission, so it's also like a lot of, okay, here is how you do things, because they just give you 4 buildings, because do not overwhelm me with this. Yeah.
Is there anything you can do with all this debris, or is it just decoration?
Yeah, you can reclaim it.
Okay.
So especially multiplayer, from what I know, this is actually quite.
Every damn penny of resources needs to go
Yes.
somewhere.
I'm reading a UEF radar installation to your south. Use your bombers to destroy the UEF forces guarding the radar.
Could do that, or we can keep building up resources.
That's usually what it becomes.
Oh, there we go. Now the full map's shown.
And then this is the full map yet either, but
I can tell due to the fact that only the very edge of the screen at the left is stopping. So the
but like that it's close enough that my bomb is immediately like, oh yeah, I should attack this.
are the maps like randomly generated or are they preset?
They're preset.
Okay, fair enough.
Also,
But the enemies themselves, that can be random. Well, actually, no. Thinking about it, if the environment's a preset, the encounter's a preset.
Yeah.
I'm assuming there's like a somewhat endless mode or whatever. Strategizing.
Yeah, sorry?
Strategizing.
Yeah. You can also capture enemy units or build it. Yeah, it works better with buildings because they don't run away from you.
That's free resources you could use for something else.
Yeah, and especially early on in the campaign where it's like, this is... Oh, no, it's ahead. Okay, I thought this was a tech 2. There's also tech tiers, so, higher buildings that where sometimes the enemies have higher tech than you do, and so it's like, ooh, this helps my economy so much because I can't build this yet.
So what is that section there? Just a scouting spot or whatever?
It's a radar, so that you can see enemy units in a certain distance.
But they can see you as well.
Yeah, but playing against AI in the first mission, they're like, oh, he's there, what am I going to do about it? I guess nothing.
He's all the way over there. Our base is here. It would take so long for enemy troops to get over there. How about not?
You actually took the entire thing.
The UEF controls mass deposits to your north. They are guarding their position with interceptors, which will easily defeat your bombers.
Is there, I guess, time dilation tools?
The interceptors are destroyed. Attack the area with your
Yeah, I normally not. I have it enabled with this with enable cheats in the campaign, which means that I can just cheat for it, which is useful.
Okay. Because right now we're at the slow part where not much really happens.
Yeah. Just speed it up a bit.
So I'm assuming when you were trying to place down the buildings, I noticed you already adjusting the speed. When you're placing down the buildings, I noticed you weren't allowed to put it some certain spots. Is that because the debris is blocking the placement?
No, there's adjacency bonuses, so pretty much because those power generators are near the factories means the factories use less energy.
Okay. Okay, so what happens, say you placed one of those buildings on top of a piece of debris? Does that piece of debris automatically gets collected or destroyed?
Yeah, the engineers then just collect it first and then they remove it.
Nice.
And this is also something where I think this is my only real-time strategy game that I ever played, so I definitely not want to know much about them. But control-wise, you have a lot of power, and like, for example, you can chain things and like give them an earlier patrol pass. Pretty much everything I kind of want to do, I can. So I think this game was kind of really ahead when it came to that.
There's got to be some RTS games that are pretty ideal for beginners. I mean, this is 2007, way after where a lot of RTS games were being made. So, some things were being figured out by this point.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, like, what is my best connection to an RTS game. Like, I've dabbled in a couple of games that has it as a mechanic, but not really a full-fledged individual game. It's just one of those things I've been aware of, but never really played.
Yeah, it is its own charm, and also like
Yeah, I guess
not the most expensive.
I guess the closest one is Spore, because okay, at the start of Spore, you're like, oh, you can create your own species, whatever, evolve it, and all that part. After a certain point, it becomes an RTS game, which is so weird.
Yeah, isn't this like the final stage?
Yeah, pretty much. The final stage is you develop an empire, and then you start taking over other planets. And it's just, very big contrast from where it starts. I get the logic, I completely do, because after a certain point of evolution, you need to start representing the species culture, and,
Yeah.
whatever. So that logic kind of makes sense, but at the same time, for the people who are just having fun with the start of the game with the whole evolutionary process and individual, monster, whatever, spore control, to just suddenly be an RTS game, it's like, oh, this isn't what I signed up for at all.
Yeah, this.
You will free our enslaved brethren. Dostya out.
Dostya? Elite Commander Dostya.
Correct.
Get land factories. Okay, I do.
Here are my coordinates. Can you reach me?
Yes.
Commander, scan.
I feel so sorry for people who wants to read those subtitles, but they just can't, because holy fuck, they're small.
While I meet with Jericho. Dostya out.
They're not setting for that by any chance.
Operation area expanded.
I'm not hearing a no.
Sorry?
Is there not a setting for the size of the subtitles in the UI or something like that?
Don't think there is.
Interface. Got display subtitles. That's it. Maybe no, it would be on interface, wouldn't it?
It is.
That's it. That's all you
Yeah.
got. You have VSync on? How dare you? Off, I mean.
Yeah, I explained this to you before.
Oh right, your monitor is actually really fucking good.
Yeah, which I'm not sure if this game supports G-Sync, but gotta figure it out. And you also have like dedicated scouting planes that are a bit faster and actually see stuff. They have defenses. Guess I kind of figures out when to set this.
This is kind of my personal gripe with RTS games, is that a lot of the times it's just you sitting back and just hoping that your stats are good enough and just waiting. A lot of sitting back waiting and praying that everything's gonna go in your favor. Only to get sniped behind the back because of some small element you forgot to acknowledge.
Yeah, just because somebody is spamming I don't know how many keystrokes per second and can't think about all the units in the freaking world. Which kudos to people who are actually good at playing this in. Okay, yeah, actually attack. Good. Just like I just set you to patrol this area, kill enemies. And preferably the one anti-air thing they have.
I just had this stupid thought. I'm not sure which games they were applying for this. Do you remember there was a whole phase and all that? It was like, we're gonna apply video games for training for military and army and all that stuff. And I get a feeling good majority of them were RTS games. or FPSs.
All the defenses have been destroyed. Dostya out.
I think that
Operation area.
it's like if you focus it, you could probably
Time for you
get
to directly
some
attack the UEF's position.
idea,
Our brothers and sisters are being held in
but
two buildings on a
I mean, the
platform.
closest you can get, at least for FPS, is like armor. At least that's the only one I know of. But anything else, I have no
Yeah, but-
idea.
The plateau
yeah, I mean it's
anti-air gun emplacements. Assault the position with ground units. You now have the Skyhook light air transport schematic.
well, it
I recommend
usually
you
comes
transport
like
quick
you could
move your units
teach
to the
like
front,
tactic
then
things
push north
in
to hold
FPS
position.
But this is also the video games teach people how to hand guns. Like, no, they do not. Just
You
because
give
you
me-
can click on something.
It's like, you hand me a Glock, and by default I know exactly how to handle the gun, dismantle it, and load it properly. No!
Yeah, and even if you can do this by innovation first off, guns aren't that complicated. Like usually there's some kind of slider button that ejects
not,
the magazine.
not until it's actually in your fucking hand do you start questioning how it works.
Yeah.
Which I think you have a little experience, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, I went to Texas and obviously I also went shooting there.
Shooty shooty bang bang.
Yeah, and yeah, it's kind of a bit insane. It's like, oh yeah, this is just a thing I can do. And yeah, it's like, also, recoil is a thing, and actually having to aim. And for some of the guns, I actually couldn't really pull the slider down with just one hand because I was afraid of my other hand was doing while holding the gun all the time.
Okay, so that's just me about that concept. It's like, how much spring power is behind the damn slider? So what kind of caliber of guns, even though I don't actually know what calibers mean? Like, yeah, pistols, anything larger than that?
Yeah, so it's various pistols, which I mean, there was a Glock I knew, that one, don't ask me about the other ones.
Yeah, it's like, did you fire a Desert Eagle? Or at least have a look at one?
Not that big of guns, but...
Seriously, that thing's a hand cannon.
but handguns, but we also had an AR-15, the most infamous gun because you can actually own it. And
Definition of
this is
own
a
it.
fire assault rifle, and the funny thing is, it actually, because it's a full rifle, it's easier to control and doesn't really have too much recoil. Because you can just put it into like your shoulder.
I mean,
and then we also had like a hunting rifle, which I fired twice before deciding, yeah, this is not good for my shoulders.
Okay, I don't think I've told this story on stream. The closest experience I have with actual firearms, it wasn't a full gun per se. It was a spring gun, which is the best description I can give for it, because it literally is a spring-powered... Well, it's a hunting rifle, technically. How it works is that you literally break the barrel down, and that's what cocks the spring. But it's a lot of force, and it shoots these small little metal pellet caps, basically. That's what it fires. It's meant specifically for hunting game, rabbits, that type of thing, whatever. So that's the closest I can give to actual firearms per se. A couple of airsoft pistols here or there doesn't really count. But my story with this hunting rifle is that this is young me, I'd say about 11, I think it was. Under supervision, naturally. So it's naturally just like, ooh, I wanna fire this rifle thing. It looks fun. It has this little sniping scope, whatever, on it. So naturally, I think I was like squatting down with this gun. It's quite big and heavy, naturally. And I got my face right up close to the scope, trying to shoot at the target, which I think was like a can down on the range, on the garden field or whatever. It's quite a long one, by the way. And so I'm zooming down, looking down the scope, ready to fire the gun. It's like the trigger's quite a bit hard to pull. God, it's a lot harder than I thought it was. I pulled the trigger, bang! And the lens of the fucking sniper rifle smacks me in the face. Because my face is hugging right next to the lens. Not thinking of the concept of recoil. Didn't even consider the concept. Smack right in the face.
Yeah.
Lucked out I didn't get like a black eye or whatever, but it's like, oh fuck.
Yeah, you started this with like, oh yeah, put it right on my face, like, oh, I think I know where this is going.
Just go right up to that lens, it'll be fine. And the funny thing is, my dad did the exact same fucking thing years later. It was like a couple, like maybe last year, my dad fired the exact same gun, did the exact same mistake, smack in the face. Oh look, there's a scar right above where your eyes at. How did that one happen? Well, I looked down the scope.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh wow, lesson not learned. Because I know for a fact my dad was there when I made the mistake. So how he forgot that, I have no idea.
He shouldn't have, yeah.
They're good laughs all around though.
Yeah, I mean, as long as nobody's seriously injured, it's like, yeah.
No, it's like a minor wound or whatever, not like a scar, whatever. I think I lucked out due to the fact that it was like my head was smaller, so it didn't land in my eye, but basically the socket around the eye, basically it was more head than eyeball, basically.
Okay.
So it's like the raw frame of it hit my head, basically. But still, recoil, it'd be a thing. And it wasn't even a full gunpowder gun, by the way. Spring powered.
It's like, I watched enough of those YouTube fail videos where that's like, okay, especially with hunting rifle, I'm going to keep this thing away from my face.
I've had, okay, this isn't a thing, whatever, but I've had this stupid concept thought of like a gag, whatever, of an idea of some guy who's holding a pistol, really limp arm, noodle limbs, basically, trying to fire a gun, whatever, fires the gun, the recoil of the gun, goes back and just smacks him in the head. I don't know, it's just like, the concept is funny to me, damn it. Just knocking yourself out with the recoil of the gun. It's just like, it just fires, the gun goes up and just directly to the forehead.
Yeah, that can happen. Like, yeah.
I've never seen it happen. I've never seen it done as a gag, but I think it's funny.
I also, I mean, sometimes happens is also like the same when the first time I rode, like, as a passenger on a motorcycle with a friend.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was enjoying it for the majority of it. And then suddenly my brain just started to realize, we're going 100 kph, and the only thing that connects me to this thing is me hugging my friend, and him holding the thing, you know, it's like, that's kind of insane.
I'm pretty sure, at least maybe in the UK, it is now a law requirement that there is some form of safety strap to latch you to the bike itself. Positive that is a thing. That is a thing now. Not sure about the passenger though. It's kind of like a safety latch / emergency kill switch for the bike. Kind of 2-in-1 kind of deal, basically. Without that thing strapped in, the bike won't start.
That is not. And can the freaking commander stop being out of my radar range? Like, I just want to kill you.
Move the radar a little closer, maybe we'll get some range.
Can't. It's still the shitty one.
Build another one then.
I mean, I should have enough. No, okay, we are just going to fly you all in.
So did the army.
Yeah. Just keep stepping out and then they stop attacking because now they can see him anymore.
Stupid war attrition.
Yeah.
That's the fucking... Sorry, I'm hearing sound effects like, that's the fucking Omnitrix sound effect.
Wait, is it?
It's a... That sound. It's a classic stock sound effect, but most people will probably recognize that from Ben 10.
No.
At least I recognize it.
All my bombers already died. Yeah, probably should have used way more net units. I think it's good.
Your reliance on technology will be your undoing.
You are more than half dead.
Says the people who are also using technology. The fuck are they on about?
But alien technology.
It's still technology. Fuck you.
You can tell because it's all nice and pretty.
Green.
And you can't blame them for the color
Good
green.
job, Commander.
Huzzah! We have won on a dirt planet.
Hey, we freed some of our people. That's always good.
It's still a planet of dirt.
Jericho's sleeper cell
Yeah,
is
so is
able to
Tatooine, and
extract
somebody
more
always
intelligence from
end
the
up back
UEF.
there.
General Clark is overseeing
Just de-remind myself of Team Fortress 2. Like, the raw concept is that the Manco brothers are fighting over a pit of gravel. That's it. That's the pure concept of Team Fortress 2. Two teams to win against a gravel pit. It's not even worth anything. It's just gravel.
It's not worth much, but there is if you ever like need gravel for like building, you actually have to pay for it, and it isn't that cheap. But yeah,
Still, like, out of all the materials that they could be fighting for, like Australium, no, it's gravel. It's just the lowest cost material to fight over. And it's purely out of petty spite as well.
There is no return gate, so you will be
yeah,
accompanied
but
by
that just fits Team Fortress 2 way too much.
He will play a key support role, construct a return gate, and collect the tech.
A foolish people, the Aeon. They do not understand what they have. I have just a few pieces of technology.
Yeah, also we're trying to create the virus because the UAF is creating a super weapon, and we're going to use that against them.
Oh no, we can't have that one. Words.
Yes, have them not have it.
The Aeon on Orionis are absolute fanatics. They will attack you without mercy. Subdue them and secure
Wait,
as much of the tech as
subdue,
you can.
not just
Mark
kill
will
them.
collect the tech and prepare for the return.
The Geneva Convention still applies.
Under any circumstances,
No,
attempt
we
to interface
passed
with
that
the
a long time ago.
The two of you
We're
gain
still trying, damn it.
Good luck.
Hello, friend.
Picking up a Seraphim tech signature northeast. It's probably in a temple by the village. Destroy the temple to expose the...
I'm trying to think what media uses Seraphim, because like that's such a common word to use. It's right next to Aegis.
Yeah.
Does XCOM do that?
And then on the temple.
Don't think for Seraphim.
What else uses it? My instincts say Halo, but that's not right. Either way, it's a religious moniker. Oh, you know what? I've been playing a lot of Binding of Isaac. That has a lot of religious tones
Oh
in
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I've been playing way too much of it because, like, oh, Steam Deck. It takes like an hour or less to do a run.
Yeah, it's like this is just comfortable and everything.
It's gotten to the point. I've done enough. There's like a lot more you could do with Binding of Isaac, like a shit ton of extra characters. Well, they're basically variant characters of the roster, basically. So in theory, you'd end up with double the amount of characters you would have, but that's fucking tedious, man. The game has a stupid. I mean, it appreciates the thing. It's got a completion marker for doing 100% for all 3 save files. Holy shit, how much time do you expect me to dedicate to this fucking game? All
just
3 save files.
Yeah, it's like doing this once is a lot already.
There is so many items, enemies, and shit to 100%, and per character has different routes, whatever, for completion checks. And it's not required, but the fact that they implemented it, the mere thought of it.
Yeah.
I like the game, but not that much, damn it. It's gotten it's gotten bad, like okay, so I technically finished the game, at least to my standards, by doing all the endings. The problem is, to get the endings, you have to make sure when you do a run not to do a victory lap. If you do a victory lap, which is basically just play the game again, do the run again all over with most of the upgrades you got, for the next cycle of the run. But the problem doing that is it disables your achievements and progression. So even though you're more souped up and ready for the event for one of the endings, whatever, sorry mate, didn't count. So I was like, oh, fuck this. Because it's tedious enough just to have one of these endings maybe happen as well, by the way, because sometimes Chance likes to be a dick.
Yeah, I mean, this is also the thing about all these roguelike-ish games where, yeah, sometimes you just have to get really lucky to do some like to get those things that you need for the achievements.
Thing is, though, with Binding of Isaac is surprisingly nice. The game has modding support, and actually you would assume it disables achievements. It does, to a point. It will actually re-enable the allowance of modding with achievements as long as you've played enough of the base core game, as in do enough of like the first boss like 3 times. Basically, do three successful runs. After that, you could do whatever the fuck you want. You do whatever you want with achievements, even if it's cheating. They allow it, and that's really neat. I'm surprised about that.
Nice, yeah.
All they're asking for you is to play enough of the base game to actually appreciate it, and then you can do whatever the hell you want modding-wise. And that's so nice. Other games could really benefit with that type of mentality. Even Starbound, I would say, would benefit from that quite well.
Wait, did it just straight up completely block any modding? So that you don't get any achievements?
No, I think you can still get achievements. They might block it, I'm not too sure. But, there's a mod that just re-enables that type of shit, whatever. I know for a fact that's a thing for Skyrim, so...
Yeah.
I wish games did that, though. I get why they have, activate modding, disable the achievements. That's fine. But the fact that you could implement a system that just, re-enables it. That'd be so nice, because it would make me appreciate the game more.
Yeah.
Anyway, RTS stuff.
Yeah, just building my base and waiting for stuff to happen.
So, how many missions total?
6 missions, so it's
it's
no long campaign, but to
number
get one
2.
per faction, which is also quite nice, and unique storylines. Even it's not Shakespeare, but I do still appreciate the effort and also the fact that there is incentivizes to just continue and actually have something happen and not just do these missions without any context.
Right. So this should be 2 to 3 streams at most.
Yeah.
So, not here for the long run. I mean, RTS games could go on for much longer. We know that for a fact. So this is a surprisingly short one.
Yeah, and that's why kind of was a part of the reasons why I played with the others already, except the fact that I just enjoying myself. You also can just rewatch the cutscenes a bit, so I can show you how all of the endings are, and then how they teased the expansion. And yeah.
I'm trying to remember the name of the game. It's the one that's probably the most noteworthy RTS game with the live-action cutscenes. Is it StarCraft? That can't be right. It's the one with the really stupidly silly live-action cutscenes.
Is it not? Like esports-wise, StarCraft 2 was the biggest one, right?
Well, yeah, but I meant the one that's like popular for meme reasons. Because of its cutscenes, specifically.
I mean, Blizzard isn't live action.
Did know the name of it. It's the one with that whole escaping the one place from capitalism, spice. That video. That's from one of these RTS.
Tropico then?
Is it Tropico? Nah, that can't be right. Google, save me.
I mean, this is Age of Empires 2.
Maybe. Hang on, I'm googling this.
Yay! I'm positive in math again. Yay! And there it goes.
Yeah, it's like I'm trying to find the source of the infamous spice with Tim Curry. Let's see, Red Alert 3. That's where it's from.
Oh.
I'm just saying that one's probably the most noteworthy one inadvertently, because of the nature.
Yeah.
Command and Conquer. That's the game franchise is from.
Oh. Command and Conquer. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, this is probably the most noteworthy one due to the nature of its cutscenes.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean, it's probably a really good game. It's just like you got these really silly live-action cutscenes with noteworthy actors like George Takei's in it.
But it's probably completely grounded. But I kind of feel like that. Spin Command and Conquer theme is quite similar and also came out around the same time. So I probably should just hit Command and Conquer. Be like, Spin Commander is way better. I don't know if it's true or not, but
try to see what the cast is. Actors.
I would be surprised if it's like any known people.
Let's see. Obviously, Tim Curry and George Takei. Let's see who else.
Okay, that actually is quite
J.K. Simmons is in it because he is. There's probably a lot of like it's a mix of live action and in-game voice actors. That's probably the problem here.
It's like okay, I might want to be surprised, but no, he just does everything.
I mean,
does it really well.
Okay, to be fair, I think J.K. Simmons is probably like his repertoire is probably bigger on the voice acting side rather than his acting side.
Yeah, definitely. The guy also is also doing more than
David Hasselhoff is in this for some reason.
Oh, that's also great.
Yeah, it's like there's a few names I recognize, but not entirely. If that makes any sense. It's like I think I know that name, not sure where, but I recognize some elements. What an odd lineup of actors.
Not the worst one though.
No, it's like it's probably a solid piece, or it's absolutely corny trash. But who cares?
It's probably corny, but like at least like
Tim Curry's in it. I think that's a big enough red flag.
I also feel like they probably can sell the corniness it has.
I mean, I think the mindset was this is going to towards an RTS game, an already very niche, genre market that doesn't really have much going behind it. Anyways, fuck it.
You're not wrong.
I mean, you don't see these types of games being sold much nowadays. The closest you get is the what would there was a couple of like Switch remastered games on the Switch that what are they called? Okay, here we go. This really shows my RTS library non-existent in this.
Should I also can't really help that much.
No, I'll find it.
What are you doing? Find the Seraphim tech. Ops out.
Okay.
Yeah, this is also sometimes that's going to happen. Now there's going people to remind us that we need to do the objective. Is like I'm building up my forces and everything. I will get to it.
Advance Wars. That's it. So Advance Wars is probably. What was my tangent? What was my point of bringing up this game?
It's not that big of a not in the gaming space that it's not the most popular one. So
yeah, it's like Advance Wars is probably the most noteworthy, at least on the Nintendo side, I suppose, for an RTS game. That real-time strategy is a bit vague. I mean, okay, probably the most noteworthy one would be Fire Emblem. That's probably it. Similar gameplays. Yeah, it's an RTS game.
Is it
like,
Not turn-based?
I think it's turn-based. See, this is the problem with the category of RTS, because there's a lot of loose versions of it. Yeah, it's the problem with, yeah, it's like RTS as a genre can be multiple things: real-time strategy or turn-based.
No, it can't because they oppose each other.
Yeah, but when you look up the genre, I guarantee you Fire Emblem's going to be under RTS. Either way. Yeah, those are probably the most noteworthy of this type of gameplay style,
Okay, this
really.
is where, yeah, okay, I see. It's like, can you please shoot at the guy that just came across here?
Can't believe I blanked out on fucking Fire Emblem. It's like, oh yeah, right. The franchise is not, you know, nowadays it's probably most noteworthy of, God, too many representations in Smash.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
oh
Who
boy,
doesn't know who Lucina is?
oh boy, another anime sword fighter. Oh, you can't. I'm not sure how much I expressed how much I was angry with wireless inclusion in Smash. It's like, oh, fucking another one. And I know why they added it, to tie in with the Fire Emblem games that are on the Switch. Just like the last one.
It's honestly the first time I heard you argue about this.
I wasn't mad, I was just upset. It's just like, oh, for fuck's sake, we just wasted a slot for this. Like, Fire Emblem has like, what, 8+ characters representing their franchise? You know, all the other ones have like one.
Yeah, if they're
Fire
lucky,
Emblems,
because
Fire
there's
Emblems is
still-
like rivaling Mario representation. Something's wrong there. I think I'm not sure if they exceeded Mario's representation. Actually, thinking about it, we're not including Donkey Kong. It doesn't count.
Yeah. I mean, probably people don't want to hear it, but the minus one at this point, because honestly, it's hard to tell the difference. I was like, everything is just Mario, right?
I mean, yeah. Yeah. Whenever the next Smash game is, because whatever the next console is gonna have some form of Smash, maybe Super Ultimate, probably.
No, it wouldn't.
Right, if there ever is a next Smash game, it'll either be a port of Smash Ultimate, which might mean more characters, maybe, probably not, or the next Smash will just be a complete overhaul and will refine its roster entirely, which that sounds more realistic at this point, really.
And yeah, I wouldn't be surprised because that at some point that's just needed, right?
There are a couple of characters on that roster. It's like, why are you even here? It doesn't help that with Smash Ultimate they implemented the Echo systems. It allows, you know, clone characters basically, but it has its own category. It actually has an excuse to exist. What do you mean you only added 2 new Echoes and nothing else? You added this whole system, and you're not gonna add any more. You couldn't have room for Shadow. I see how it is.
No.
They didn't have to be like majorly different in movesets either. They were pretty similar. Like Peach and Daisy, I think, like stat-wise, they're almost identical. I think Daisy is like slightly superior, but they are so minute you don't even notice it.
I mean, shouldn't at this point you just make a new skin or something like that?
I mean, that's how. Okay, in like Smash Bros. Brawl and 4, they treated they gave Peach a skin color basically that is like Daisy's outfit. Then they were just like, okay, ecosystem, we can actually implement Daisy as a character, but we'll just make sure her moveset's exactly the same as Peach.
I think this isn't the worst way to get, you know, new characters into the game.
No, I'm totally for it, because Smash has had echoes for ages, like Lucina herself is an echo of Marth. So that's fine, with like, it's a thing we've had for a while. Dark Pit is the primest example. But it's just like, you're gonna implement this new concept, actually allow Echo Fighters to exist, and not add any more. Why?
We haven't really figured that one out yet.
Said Sakurai. Speaking of, are you aware that Sakurai's actually been on a YouTube channel for a bit now? He's gotten some really insightful videos on just like game development in general.
No, but that sounds cool. Is it Torrin the one that kind of start popping up when I was all for? I was like,
Let me look up the channel name. It's got a pretty good catalog of just topics in general. Let's see. Sakurai YouTube channel is the thing that's such an. Oh yeah, it's just the name of the channel. Masahiro Sakurai on creating games. Very original channel name,
Yeah.
but it works. Yeah, he's got a very good presentation style for just how he explains game concepts and all that. And it's not stuff that's like he uses footage and whatever, but not stuff exclusive to Nintendo, by the way.
Yeah.
Also, no. Sorry, just got an advertisement from someone. No, I'm not allowing that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm being responsible moderator.
Yeah, because I'm not the moderator right now. Oh yeah, I have to chat and...
But I am, and I've just done my job.
I probably should have just sent out some plans to scout that. Like, I'm so used to radar encountering stuff again now. Like, oh yeah, there's places I haven't checked yet.
This isn't still the full map right now, is it?
No, it isn't.
I'd say we're only halfway there.
Aeon forces are advancing on your position. Deal with them. Mach must get that Seraphim tech.
And how dare you destroy my building?
I'm wondering if it's necessary for RTS games to have maps of this massive in scale. At least for this game, like, do you need it to be that big?
No, but it's kind of, I think, one of the unique selling points because like there's just stuff going on all the time, and
I mean, yeah, it's just like there's a lot of fucking
It is the
environment to
multiplayer.
traverse. Yeah, multiplayer is fine. Single player stuff, you don't need all of that map. You could probably use just half of it. Alright, what we're looking at is a third of it, I think. So just like half is enough.
and I just realized that maybe I should protect myself a bit against naval units. They just started attacking me.
There's your big boat. Yoink.
I got the tech. Continuing work on the gate.
Okay.
A large Aeon force is heading north towards your base, Commander. Get ready. Ops out.
Which way is north? Because is what we're facing
It's
north
up.
or okay?
I guess North is still up.
Okay, it's just like you already taken over that section. There can't be anything up there. Unless they're doing some off-screen bullshit.
I mean, that is, and that's also kind of a thing where you need to know where the stuff. Like, if you play the maps more than you know, like, oh yeah, stuff is going to happen from here now. Yeah, I really like. I don't really use naval units that much because they are expensive to build, and then you're kind of limited to the seaways, and on these maps you don't know where it is. But then it just attacked me, and that's just rude.
So I noticed all these lines you're drawing out. Is that the pathways that you're taking the sections to, or whatever?
I mean, those lines, that's pretty much just, it shows you what's going on, and yeah, you can give the move commands, and then you see where they moving.
And one of them is registering a tech signature. Destroy both bases. Grab the tech and get out of there. Ops out.
Operation area expanded.
I'm so tempted to look up the voice actors on this game. Alright, here we go. The guy was just talking, he's like, sounds awfully familiar. I'm wondering. It's probably no one I'm recognizing, but let's see.
Maybe. It's like, I would be surprised if there's like a lot of known. The first two missions are a bit of a track because you just have like one which is like, give me the cool stuff.
I'm getting titles of characters under the name of Supreme Commander, not the game Supreme Commander.
Oh.
Fuck's sake. Let's see. I guess I'll just go on the website and then do it manually. This is the first. Video games. Yes.
How much air defense do you have? Do you really only have one anti-air? Okay, that's just a stupidly defended base then.
Mm-hmm. It's not working. Let's try search. Nope, that's not gonna work either. Oh, they've got to do things the slow way. I gotta do this shit alphabetically. I'm just going through the Star Wars category. Almost at you. I'm doing this alphabetically. I'm at ST right now. I just need to be at SU. Here we go. Now for the P.
I will not allow you to defile another artifact.
It's like, how many games are there that have SUs and like, yeah, but
A fucking lot. Okay, now I need an R. Oh, there's a lot of supers out there. Fuck me.
Oh yeah, that's also just the common name.
Okay, no, this is not a category for some reason. Why?
What?
Maybe it's too niche.
It isn't that niche.
The fact there's no page on behind the voice actors is concerning. I guess IMDb will have to do, even though I don't trust that website much.
Yeah, it's not the best. And there's a bad second installation of Ante, yeah.
Let's see. Oh, we got Robin Atkin Downey's. Okay, I recognize that one. That's the medic. Ooh, Richard Epcar. Al Herbert, Kirk Thornton. Hey, Yuri. Yeah, a lot of the, usual suspects, pretty much. Yeah, it's just your average cast of voice actors that you will probably recognize at some point somewhere. Neat. Anyway. Just mildly curious. Took more effort than it should have, though.
Just like, that's not that niche.
Well, nature of the game, voice performances probably isn't that noteworthy.
Yeah. I mean, I can accept that, but it's still like... You can just stay out of the range of those pesky, yeah. on the air and the field.
You
Yeah,
dare
there's.
to set foot on Orianus?
Why not do a Knuckles and just do a full frontal assault with every bit of asset you've got? What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah, I'm doing that right now. It's like, it's like I probably could easily take out the air, but there's too many anti-air units in the middle as well. So it's like,
Man, that's such a great plan. It must have took you 5 minutes to think it up.
I will hunt you for the
I'm still mad about that. So, legit, in Sonic Forces, there's a section where it's like, we found Eggman's base. What's our plan of attack for taking down the base? We're gonna use every asset we've got and do a full frontal assault. Yeah, and that's it. That's the plan. Knuckles, what the fuck are you thinking? And this costed losing 80% of his forces. Jesus fuck.
Whoa, what the?
A lot of people were killed in that one frontal assault. Knuckles, you're an idiot.
No, I'm not. Sonic's the idiot. He thinks he's faster than me.
He's not even here, and yet he thought of that anyway.
It's just like, I kind of get Knuckles is a big bully guy. He's a bit, but it's like, no, he isn't.
I don't understand why Knuckles was picked to be the leader of the resistance for Sonic Forces. It's like, there are many other characters that would fit the role better, and you chose him?
Apparently. I just realized that Denim Face really not have any defense against heavy units.
You know what makes it worse is that there were a couple of tie-in comics before the IDW line was going on for Sonic Forces, some small supplementary promotional stuff. You know, I think as though these these promotional tie-in comics are questionably canon, because of course they are. One of them that at least is alright for canonicity is that there's a comic that explains why Knuckles is, you know, leading the resistance, has left Angel Island, because why the hell is he doing that? Protect the Master Emerald and all that. Silver happens because, you know, time travel shenanigans. It's like, no, it's you. You're the one that's got to lead the resistance. For some reason. Thanks, Silver, you fucking idiot. He's got the heart for it, man. His mind is not in the right place.
Yeah, sometimes it happens, but you stop sending ships after me.
No. We still got the other half of the map to go, unless this is it.
Probably isn't it. At some point I have to kill an enemy commander. That's how it usually works.
Curious, whenever you do a new mission, does the time scale reset?
Yeah, it does.
And I don't think you've sped it up then.
No, I did.
Oh, you did? Ah, oh, fuck. What percentage are we at?
Can tell pretty much have to destroy the two bases, which I haven't been doing the best job at. But just spamming to 2 units seems to work now. Well, I just realized I can just park 2 ships in front of this and they can counter it if anything because they
Can't
didn't buy
leave.
any.
Ah, the old Blackbeard strategy.
Good job destroying that naval base. Ops out.
It's quiet.
That's
Too
like
quiet.
this thing.
Eliminate all the units from the eastern base. Mach can't retrieve the tech until they're gone. Ops out.
You just did it though.
Yeah, it's like, didn't I not do this before?
If the Aeon are giving you trouble, Elite Commander Dostia recommends trying a different combination of units. Ops out.
That's a great tip. So amazing. TLDR, try something else, dumbass.
Yeah. Ah, you can actually reach it. But we can protect it, but
QAI has confirmed that we got the tech it needs. The gate's almost ready, so we're out of here in 5, wait a sec. I'm getting some weird readings from one of these pieces.
Do not handle the tech, Mark! Direct orders from Dostya!
Just need to check something.
Do not touch it!
I'ma touch it.
Something weird
that's
is going on.
rule number 1 with alien
I lost
artifacts.
main actuator control. I'm losing. I can't.
Oh yeah, that's rigid Epcar.
Commander Mark! Come in! Mark! Life signs are still green, but he's no longer responding.
No! The time for warnings has passed. Now you will die! Seraphim Tech has somehow corrupted Mach. We have no choice. You must kill Mach, then move to the gate. QAI is standing by to extract you and the tech. Dostya out. Operation area expanded.
Yay, the other half of the map.
Yeah.
There's a big ass river in the way. So I'm assuming you can only send in flying forces then?
Yeah. I could also put some transports, which might not be a bad idea. So I have quite a bit of a land force.
But they can't travel the land. Because the concept of swimming is too foreign for them.
I mean, yeah. How many defenses do you have? Actually, not that many.
If you take all the forces you have and attack it all at once, should be
Yeah,
just a-okay.
Probably should be. I should have been in a good body bombers.
Hopefully won't need to defend the home base.
So, and here's the thing where I'm not attached to. I can move engineers with the things, but I only do it like 1 by 1. So I'm not sure if I can set you up to kind of continuously ferry stuff over here.
Is there
If
not like a
everything's 1
special
by 1.
button for that at the bottom right? Is that not what that stuff's for?
Yeah, it's like I can ferry people, but I'm not sure if it's fun enough to do all of them now.
Well, let's see what happens when on its own. Let's give it a minute. Let's see what happens.
Where have I put it? No, I have not. Yeah. Oh, you only do some of them.
Transport is full.
Yeah. Okay. Stop that then. Having the same issue again that I have to fly into your certain death and then you are okay-ish, I guess. No, wait.
Safe state.
It's like if I suicide them all now, at least I can recover.
Safe to save.
Yeah.
Alright, bomb Russian, fuck it. And it looks like
And
the
there's already interceptors behind me. God damn it.
It looks like the transport isn't automatic either.
No, it isn't. It might be. Might be ready to do it, but yeah. How the hell did I already lose? One of my bombers got died. This might just be complete suicide fun.
Well, you already have the save, so let's see how
Yeah.
they respond and then strategize afterwards. It's just like that movie. It's all a simulation. None of it's real.
Yeah, that's not good enough. That is
I
it.
will not rest until you are
Fuck you, bomber, seriously.
Don't worry. It's just a simulation.
This
We'll
shit-
get more
yeah.
reinforcements. It never happened. There were no losses. Don't know what you're talking about. Still mad about that movie.
Yeah. It's also like, how could I know that this thing just cuts me off from everything that I need to know and build 100 of stupid land units that I don't need anymore?
Can you not just build a bridge?
No.
I knew it was a dumb question.
It's not enough to realize what I want from you.
Let's see what happens.
I
God,
think that's...
they have to give it a minute for the ships to land, pick up the thing, and move. It's not instantaneous.
Yeah, and this is where pathfinding sometimes kind of has its issues.
There's a lot of debris in the way.
Transport is full.
Yay.
Can you just do one tank per round?
One? I'm not sure about that one, boss.
Uh,
It's only positive. At least the enemies aren't attacking as much either. Because I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure they must be on the same boat as we are right now.
yeah, because they can just use air units, so...
Can you not convert your ground forces to become air units?
I mean, they could recycle them, but...
If you're not needing the ground forces, you might as well. And with how tedious it is to transport them over, I think that's what they want you to do.
Yeah. I mean, I just had a better idea, which is to just establish a base of ground units here.
Yeah, but you need to transport such units, man.
No, like, I literally can just, build factories here.
Okay. Not as convenient, though.
Everything will be better once I can build gunships somewhere in the next mission.
And hopefully that the enemy doesn't attack you in the middle of all this. Just gonna dilate the speed on this one.
Yeah.
There we go. Built. Done. Don't forget to put it back to normal afterwards. I'm glad, like, other RTS games make this just a normal feature. Because, yeah, we're all fed up sitting around waiting.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess my... Okay, now I just remembered... Was it? I gotta look it up. Damn all these games I'm forgetting.
And then
I'm positive I know the name of it. Okay, Plague Inc. That's the game. That's probably
yeah.
my best RTS game possible. I mean, that's about viruses and, killing the world.
Yeah,
it's the same thing and it's hard.
Yeah. I'm doing it this one.
That's probably my strongest one to fit within this boat. Because, yeah. And thank God that one has time control as well. So it's a fun game, especially with its workshop support. People can get surprisingly creative with the limited amount of viruses and bacteria that they can utilize to retheme. Which I think the best one. I had some funny ones. I'm trying to remember what the best one was.
They're obviously discovered by now, right?
Oh yeah, naturally there was I think there was an update for Plague Inc. to actually have a... Because the original game was supposed to be you make a virus, whatever, and kill the world. Then COVID happened, and the developers of Plague Inc. were like, okay, we'll make a vaccine mode. So that was made for free to help
cool.
support that, pretty much. I'm trying to think of like the most creative mod that was for it. I mean, okay. It's been such a while since I last touched the game, but I will check the workshop and see what's on my subscription list, because I'm pretty sure I would have at least left that game with the most noteworthy mods in it.
Probably, yeah.
Let's see.
You must defeat Mach. We need to get you off this planet. Opt out.
Yeah. We'll defeat something soon.
Workshop.
Just
Here
give
we
me
go.
a second to build up.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Thanks, Steam app, you piece of shit.
I will not rest.
Keep thinking Omnitrix when I hear that noise, damn it.
Seriously, the Take One radar range is just too freaking short.
Oh, there's a fucking Goku Black one. Of course there was. There's a Flexio mod, a Troll Plague, which is literally, you know, the meme troll one. Naturally, I found a couple of Mass Effect based ones on the Reapers. Naturally.
Yeah.
Got a lot of duplicates of similar themes, basically, because multiple people have similar executions of the same concept. Some do things better than others, especially when they're like really personalized and customized, so that they have like unique perks and upgrades that are very thematically themed. Some of these viruses actually can have different outcomes depending on your upgrade pathway, basically, because you can't get all the perks in one tree, basically. So you have to dedicate your pathway to said virus. Some will provide instant wins, others are slower, but some can have completely different outcomes depending on how you do it.
And I hate it so much. I built the radar thing just so I can watch. Fuck, I lost the phone because we need to send the chat.
Good evening, Michidu, however you pronounce that name.
Yeah.
Happy to provide more Supreme Commander content to you after you just finished playing some Supreme Commander. Can't get enough of it.
Yeah. Like, it's the way that this is like, now I lost to the commanders again.
So the commander ain't so supreme, is he?
Yeah, he was just much and then off. As soon as somebody deals with those freaking interceptors. A bomber should be enough to just bombard this and suicide bombers, right?
But you tried that with the other one and that didn't work as well.
Yeah, I know. But now I have like double the amount of them.
That doesn't mean shit.
No, it's not.
Yeah, but you gotta fly the things back.
No, I don't have to. That's a good thing.
Jesus. There are no survivors.
Yeah. But they fulfilled the mission. And I think they know all AI don't vote fast. I don't fully know, but no people were harmed in that.
Is that
Except
one?
the one that we killed.
Is that one special? Is that the commander of that one?
Yeah.
I can barely see the fucking text, so excuse me for asking. It's so small.
Okay. Like, seriously, you gotta be out of your visual range. What the?
Sorry, sir, he's in that slightly dark patch. I can't see him.
Although they're destroying my base right now, what the hell? Where am I?
Well, you can use his ground forces. They're not doing anything right now.
That is a good point.
Cyberns are a blight that must be cleansed.
Maybe I could just end the mission as well, yeah. If
Oh, that's what you're trying to do, but the commander keeps hiding.
I just assume you don't. Okay, no, I'm actually not sure because there's the units there.
Where's the I win button?
Also, seriously, since when do AIs kite on that level? What the hell? Okay, there we go.
This is the way.
And a second one that says that.
So what, just need to grab the thing, then we're done?
Yeah, I just need to exit the planet. And not get shut down.
Oops.
Okay.
Just get in the thing.
Yeah. Okay, so good the thing isn't it still lost, I kind of was worried now.
Ooh.
Like, what happens if your transporter gets shut down? But I guess the game isn't as mean.
Yeah, there's probably a fail state for that.
Yeah. But yeah. Bring two missions specifically because it is bad fate.
Yeah, pacing wise,
Yeah.
it feels about right.
Yeah.
Just let the cutscene happen, and then we can stop.
But I should have gunships in the next one, and this is pretty much the message here, I know. Like, build a ton of gunships and then click on the commander. And usually it's a mission spell, but a more successful one than bombers.
Step 1, build reinforcements. Step 2, kill down commander. Step 3, step 4, profit.
Yeah.
Secondary calculations show there is a 54.229% chance the UEF will fire Black Sun before they fall to the Aeon. Either outcome signals the end of the Cybran nation.
Time is against us. Perhaps Dr. Sweeney will be able to offer us some guidance. No doubt that the UEF misses.
Yeah, let's give them some people. That sounds like a good idea.
Yay.
Our guest now. Oh yes.
Oh, yes.
A pity.
It's my one character trait.
He was such a good boy.
On par with Megatron. Beast Wars. Yes.
Signatures entering our orbit. They are landing. I am routing an urgent message to Elite Commander Dostia.
What? The UEF located our base on Minerva? Impossible! I am on my way, Dr. Brackman.
No time. No time. My boy is only one gate from us.
I guess they're going to save some people next time.
Tip of the spear.
Ah, sorry. I could do it now. It's not going to matter. We're
Yeah.
finishing the stream in a minute, but we'll
Sorry,
keep
yeah.
it there for next time, I suppose. Alright.
But yeah, that's do it for today.
Alright, so
Sorry,
yeah.
but unfortunate time with you. We should do.
There's always the archive.
Yeah.
Alright. That'll do for a stream, so check back on Wednesday for more Supreme Commander. So till then, bye all.